Alright, welcome back everybody to Minecraft. This is probably the first episode you guys have seen on my automation server. So, actually it is, because I haven't uploaded one on this server. So let me go out and tell you guys a little bit about this server. This world I generated using a dedicated seed I got off of MinecraftCustomSeeds.com. It's a pretty epic seed. But this is what I'm calling my automation world. I want to make an automation server, which I'll probably just copy this world over. I spawned in with this village that had a bunch of iron tools in it, which was nice. I built this and slammed it full of the villagers. And the rules for this is technically a survival server, but the rules that I dedicated to myself is I can use creative mode to build 5 farms, automatic farms. After that, I have to build them all myself. So I have to be smart and choose which farms I want to build. If they are multi-system farms that do multiple things, it only counts as 1. That is a little bit of a trick, but I don't care. Let me close that. This is my tree farm. All of these designs are based off of JL's server, because JL's a boss. You put a sapling here, grow it with bone meal, and it moves along. And then these crush the leaves. God, these crush the leaves and give saplings through these water streams. You do get more saplings back than you put in using statistics, but sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. Then when you want to get the things, you come over here and you just mine out this great big block of wood. And there is an upstairs that you can access from this ladder right here. See, so we were, now we're upstairs. The only difference to this and JL's design is I did something else with the bud switches. His bud switch activates this when this one comes all the way out, but I put another one in down here so that when the blocks are all the way out, they stop right here. Well, it activates this bud switch, which activates this current, which goes over to his AND gate. This side of the AND gate is, you know how an AND gate works, hopefully. If not, go to wiki. This one right here does the thing, but I also added out a current to go over here. This is a memory cell. What this memory cell does is this will get triggered quite often, and it will activate this thingy. It'll flip it. But the way I have it set up is to where once it flips, it automatically gets reflipped by this right here. But that's because you don't want it cutting off the signal every time this gets all the way over here and staying cut off. That's just misfunctional. And it's designed, instead of it just being all the way out, it's also to where it comes fully out this way, which is what the gate, the memory cell's for. So when this one gets powered, this shuts off, which no longer changes the signal right here. So this will send the pulse out, switch the memory cell over, and activate this torch right here. Or yeah, it'll activate that torch, which will power this, and then it'll go to that side of the AND gate, powering this one coming over here, and it'll come up here, and it'll deactivate this. This is what powers this block, which the tree that gets grown here, it powers that block, which sends the redstone current over here and then goes down there to the big staircases. So that's how that one works. It took me about, I want to say, 4 hours to build. My current project is a lot bigger, like a lot bigger. It is that. You can obviously tell the size difference by a lot bigger. This is my storage room. I am going to make this fence go out farther once I've got it completely done. I only have one section of this done, so I'll go to that section and show you guys how it works. This is exactly like JL's server. You can access the very top one right there and the very bottom one. And you cannot fall off due to the glass. And these signs, you can place signs on the side which stick out like street signs so you can see what's in that row of chests. This is his 3x3 button design. Right now the only one that is activated is this, and it's only halfway activated. It's what this torch inquires. When you press this, it sends a current out to this T flip-flop. And then sends the power up to the mob grinder. And what this does is it tells if it's on or off. Like right now, mob grinder is off. Now the mob grinder is on. Now it's off. So let me go outside and head upstairs. I am going to put ladders up here. Just right now I'm using creative mode. The reason I use sandstone is not just because JL did it. That right there had to be sandstone, because if it was wood, it's a lava blade in there. I'll show you guys how that works in a second. Okay, this is the side I'm currently working on. It's a whole bunch of these little mob spawner cells. Once they spawn, the water opens up, pushes them out, and they fall all the way down. And actually, hang on a second, I did not build these right for some reason. I guess that's what it's trying to tell me, that I did not build them right. And that is because I didn't. I only put 6 on each one of these, right? Yep. So easy fix to that is going to be signs. What do I need in here? I don't need those yet. Just put some signs on each one of these. And I'm going to, right after I do this, hopefully the audio's not too messed up. I should really check it. But no. And my Minecraft volume is all the way down right now, so that's the reason you guys can't hear it. I can't hear it either, so it provides for good, solid sound quality. And if you guys can hear my keyboard, it's awesome. Actually, Syndicate was just talking about this keyboard in one of his videos he just did. Because me and him have the same keyboard. It's not the reason I got it. I got it because it's a nice keyboard. So did he. And he's complaining because it's too loud, and it honestly is. I had that problem, and I was doing some researching on the same kind of keyboard that's silent. So I just posted that on his video, and asked people to like it so he could see it. And the video is just put out. I just commented it, and it's already got 20 likes, and I'm at the top. So, like a boss. I love this. This is the first time it's ever happened to me. So it's like a worldwide achievement for me. So I'm gonna go through building these a little bit. This is just how you build it. It's really simple, and then it's really compact, so you can stack this like crazy. What time is it? 7:43. Alright, I'm sorry about long videos, guys. It's just so much easier to do a long video. Whoops. See, and then they just stack perfectly on top of each other. Now those go there. Torches there. These torches power these things right here. You run redstone down the side, which connects up to the pressure plates. And then when you step on a pressure plate, it retracts a piston, which lets the water down. You use glass on here so the current can travel through the block. I think it still does travel through the block, but I'm not sure. Actually, let me try it real quick. It should theoretically still travel through. And it does. I thought so. JL just said using glass, so I've used glass all the way now. So I'm not going to change it just because it will look better this way, even though you're not really going to see it. Oh, and talking about the Syndicate thing again, the keyboard that I recommended, we both have Black Widows, Razer Black Widows. I think they're $129, I think. Yeah. And they use cherry blue switches because they're mechanical keyboards. Mechanical keyboards are bosses for playing video games on PC. Cherry blues aren't silent. They are loud, but they are still reliable. The best kind of switch you can get is cherry black. The regular ones use cherry blues. Cherry blacks are completely silent, and they're actually more reliable. I have actually had one of my keys get stuck before, which was, or the switch was stuck, the key wasn't. That scared me to death, but I got it fixed by beating on it. So I recommended for him the ultimate, not the obviously the ultimate, because the ultimate's backlit, the ultimate stealth. If I didn't say that already, I don't know. I have problems with that. I say stuff over and over again. So yeah, the ultimate is not the ultimate. The ultimate is the one that's the step up. It's the backlit one. The ultimate stealth is the one that's completely silent. It's got cherry blacks, like I said. When I was looking for a keyboard, I was stuck in between the Levitron it's the Azayo Levitron Mach 4, which was completely modular. It was really cool. But Razer, I had never heard of Azayo. Razer's Razer. There's really no other explanation for Razer. They're Razer. Ultimate bosses, basically the explanation. Like a boss. I can cut off the currents like a boss. I should probably finish doing this first. So yeah, hopefully he sees my comment and gets the stealth. The stealth is a boss. I need a logo. If anybody that's watching just wants to waste time, has access to a good software, and it has a creative mind, you wouldn't mind making me a logo, I'd surely appreciate it. You know what I'm gonna do just to fix this thing for good? I'm gonna do that. There's 7 there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So yeah, so hopefully you guys have watched how this is built. I'll do the start to the next row and show you guys how they're actually supposed to be built, like do a detailed explanation of it. And right now, guys, I am using my Tritons on my PC because I don't play PlayStation anymore. Yeah, it sucks. I'm not completely away from it. I still own it, and I still have games for it. It's just I'm a fan of PC now. It's just looks so much better, so much more complex. There's bragging rights with who's got a better system, and it's not all the same system, and I just love it. And I guess bragging rights are just bragging on how much money you have to waste on a computer. And I honestly don't have that much to waste. Well, I have money to spend on it, but I spend it on other things that are better. Like my car that I'm getting in 6 months. Yeah. So, if you guys don't know, I'm turning 16 in like 6 months. Like a boss. So I will be getting a car probably around December or sooner, so I can start fixing it up, because it's an old car. I'm not getting a brand new one, but I'm getting a 2000 Subaru Forester. I'm gonna put a upgraded suspension, a turbo, custom air intakes, skid plates, brush guards, and all that. I'm gonna make it to where I'm able to rally. That's what I want to learn to do, be a rally driver. I'm not gonna do it as a profession. I'm gonna be an electronics engineer. Just completely polar opposites. Electronics engineer and rally driver. But that's what I want to do. And actually, my summer projects, I will be making vlogs for these. I had an idea for a computer the other day that was in a refrigerator to get completely below freezing temperatures on the CPU. But I was thinking about it, and my parents brought up a good point that if I do that, it will have problems with the condensation, shorting the circuits. So I'm gonna have to design and engineer a custom air conditioner, cooler, heat exchanger thingy to inject freezing air into a computer case. I'm not doing it with a high-end motherboard or high-end stuff. I'm gonna buy a old computer for like 25 bucks that nobody wants. I'm going to do it. Yeah. And also, because I don't have the money to buy a new motherboard, and I don't have room for any more stuff in my case. I have room in my case because I have one of the largest cases there is. Excuse me. But my motherboard, I didn't upgrade the motherboard, so I still have my cheap piece of crap Dell motherboard. I hate it, but I don't have the money. You think buying a motherboard $100? Yeah, that's it, not bad. But then you gotta think, I am running a brand computer, brand motherboard, which brand motherboards and hard drives and the Windows 7 that comes in brand computers is all OEM, so you cannot switch parts on it. You can switch the graphics card and sound cards and stuff like that, and you can add more hard drives, you can switch the CPU, but you cannot change the software. The software is tied to that motherboard forever. I absolutely hate it. So where I can't just go out and buy a new motherboard, I have to buy a new hard drive with a new copy of Windows 7 and a new motherboard that's on top of that. So I'm looking for, I wanted the ROG motherboard, Asus ROG. So I'm looking almost $300 for the motherboard, and then another $300 on top for all the other stuff to make it work. And I just don't want to waste that kind of money. It's not wasting, but like I said, I'm getting a car. I'd rather put 600 bucks into a nice set of tires or turbo. Yeah, you get my point, hopefully. Hopefully I haven't been boring for once, because I know usually when I make videos I don't talk much. I'm actually having stuff to talk about, which is awesome. I love having stuff to talk about. I could make so many angry rant videos, but I just don't want to do it, just because it's just not right. Oh, and this also makes it a lot easier when you're in creative mode doing this, but you can do it in survival. I will do it in survival mode. By survival mode I mean not flying, in a second. So boom boom. God, my hand's going numb. I hate it. When my arm rests on my chair, it goes numb. Oh, and I sprained my ankle. Try not to sprain your ankle. It hurts a lot, especially when you have a 3rd-degree sprain. You cannot move. It hurts. I literally cannot move my ankle at all. It sucks. I can't walk. Obviously can't run. I can barely stand. You think, a lot of times when you think of sprain, you think you can walk and do stuff still, but it just hurts a lot and you're restricted. But when you have a 3rd-degree sprain, you have absolutely no use of your ankle because it's completely torn. So if you guys don't know, when you sprain your ankle, you're actually tearing the ligaments that hold your joint together. 1st degree, you're just stretching them. 2nd degree, you're stretching and tearing a little bit. 3rd degree, you're completely tearing them. So yeah, I was playing basketball. I don't play basketball normally, but I was playing basketball in gym 1 on Thursday, and today's Tuesday. yeah, I went up to block a shot. I was level with them. I was level with the backboard. I pinned it against the backboard, and I came down sideways. And I have bad ankles already, so that my ankles aren't straight when when they're not under pressure. They're like bent in a little bit. So when I landed, it went to the wrong side. I land on the outside of my foot, and it went to go to the outside, and it did, and it completely rolled my ankle over. So yeah, let me do a quick detailed explanation. So you need to put 7 blocks back right to here, and I've covered them all with redstone. 7, and this is 6, but it's supposed to be 7. And then you come up 1 with another redstone, and you go into a torch. 4 across the back with 2 below, and then if you're at the bottom, you put 2 in here, and then you run these along like this. Whoops, I am failing. Then you make that. You put 2 more on top right there. Pistons on the back here, they should be flush like that. 7 blocks back, they should be flush. Make sure you put redstone on these, and then use whatever block you want. Preferably recommended glass, but you don't have to. So yeah, you do that. Then you put the other block of your choice on top. Don't put a block above the torches, it could mess it up. Even though I've tried it and it doesn't. Just don't do it just in case. Fill in those like that. When you're at the top, go ahead and just fill in the sides. And then you would start your next level right here. Your next platform. But you put your water in the end right there. Just like that. Crap. Now put your pressure plates in here. Like that. So yeah, I already showed you guys how this works. I'll finish this up in a second. I'm going to leave this world real quick, which I don't think it'll cut you guys out. Oh, look, and just real quick, I'm using DocM's texture pack, just because I like it so much. It's really nice, and I'm using Optifine. This is the zoom button, which is pretty cool. And Optifine gives me, sorry, one sec. I had an ear itch. I'm playing on peaceful right now, so I don't blow this stuff up. It gives you extra render distances and all these other settings. I also have AA, which I don't mind having in Minecraft because I can idle. I think when my graphics card's on idle, I'm at 200 FPS. I record at 30 just because my hard drive can't really support it, and my graphics card doesn't support that so much. And sorry about the bad quality. It only record in half size, just so it doesn't take up so much space on my hard drive. So let's save and quit. Oh, and in this screen right here, before they put the limiter on it to 250, I was getting in the tens of thousands of FPS on this screen, which is kind of crazy. This is my tutorial world, or supposed to be. This is basically just where I test all my redstone experiments. This is how I figured out how to deactivate my spawner system. That is where I tested the spawner system, make sure it worked. This is where I was testing light levels with stairs that are upside down. And this is where I tested another thing with stairs. You can actually, you see how that right there looked like a solid block, and nothing, people or mobs can't go through it. But if you watch this, items can, which is awesome. They can go through that little slit. This is my attempts at a controlled on or off rapid pulsar filled with fire charges. You flip that, and it shoots fire. Yeah, it shoots fire. It's a little bit too fast for the thing to keep up. This is my attempt at what I was trying to do. Is I was trying to build something that would kill cows in a way to give steak. So the way to do that, you have to kill them from burn damage. The way I did that, this right here is just a way for me to spawn in. Usually you'd have, I'm going to try and build one day. It's probably my next main project. A breeding system. It's basically a bunch of mine carts that go around in a circle, and you have cows in those mine carts. They come together in the middle. You could breed each one, and when they breed, the baby cow drops down through the middle. You can have them go into a safe fall so they don't take damage, and then end up in here. And then when they're fully grown, let me spawn some in real quick. But this is a bunch of hooked up to a rapid pulsar like that. So it just spawns cows. I only have half of it full because if not I'd do too much. You flick that to shut it off. You kill them with fire. And what I found the problem was with this is it was hitting them and killing them and not actually killing them. And this button right here, the switch, shuts off those repeaters and brushes all the meat down to the side. But it didn't work, so it doesn't really matter. Now this is the final product that I have. It looks quite epic. Let me spawn some. No, let me shut it off. Is it off? No, let me shut the system off. This produces so much meat, it's amazing. Let me spawn in some cows. This spawns in cows quite quick. If you watch the entities, which is E, it's the third row down on the left, you can just see how fast they're pouring in. Every click is 10. Obviously. Wait until I have, say, 300 in there. While I'm waiting, I could. Actually, no, I can't because it'll lag too much. This right here is my attempt at trying to get a closing section in here. That closes up like that to give a wide open gap. And that is actually right in there. How many are there? 300. Okay. You wouldn't obviously have this many. This is just to show you an example. There's 316 in there. Now when you activate this, right now this is just like that. When you activate this, it'll open those up. Then the corners right here, there's water. And then when you activate that water, these blocks in the side right here, whoops, they actually, thought I was in creative mode, they let the water down, which pushes them all into the middle. So now when I activate this, it's going to lag quite a bit, just because of all the particles. See how they all get pushed into the middle? And then they fall down through a lava blade in there. And then they come down. They don't die instantly unless they hit the sides right there. So I could change that to where it doesn't do that. That's why it's not 100% efficient right now. But look at all that steak. Instead of it giving you raw beef and you have to go back and use your coal, it gives you steak. Pure steak. Okay. See, that's what the center looks like. And they fall down through the lava and hit the bottom. It could be built better, but this will do. I now have nothing in my inventory. Walk around in here a little bit. That's four stacks of steak. That's real steak. Real steak. Let me, 1 second. Let me turn F3 off. Let me go load empty again. So this is one farm that I'm going to hook up to my triple button, my 9x3 3x3 system, 9 button. This is another one. I'll have 2 of these. This is a melon farm. I'm going to have one with pumpkins and one with melons. These will be stacked as high as I can. So probably, there'll probably be, say 100 of these systems, 100 of these units built up on top. I would say more like 75, because 100 would be quite a bit. And there'll be a spiral staircase going up like this. Not spiral, glowstone vertical. Going up. And it'll power these on each side. Let me get some melon in here real quick, just so I can simulate what a full crop would look like. If you have it built up if you have it built better, it'll obviously grow faster. And if you actually use the world, it'll grow faster, because I don't actually use this world full time. So now, empty my thing again. This is too many items. I hope you guys know that already. You should. I have presets. This is, I don't know which one that is. This is my farming for this one. I custom built this for melon farming. This is my railroad, redstone, warrior, and then this is blank. I just built this one today. It's completely blank inventory, so you can just completely do it. This thing right here doesn't do anything. I probably could wire it up to do something else just to stop the water flow. So if I press that button, all the melons fall down. It is fast item transport because it is water on top of ice. If you look under here, there's ice, and then below that is oblivion. So yeah, it does. It's not 100% efficient, but it doesn't really matter. One level is roughly what I've figured out so far. It's 1 1/4 stacks, or 1 1/8 stack. It's pretty efficient. There you go. Already got some more. So yeah, this is when I was doing my Enderman. That's the next thing I'm gonna build. Sorry guys, I left so quickly. I was gonna show you guys a little bit of my other stuff that I've done. This is my attempt. What was this? This is me testing a system to push what's it? Enderman off. Which that one did not work because it didn't look right. This was my attempt at counting the fall damage that Endermen take using the vines, working that out. Up here is another one of my systems. You can either shoot 1 Enderman out. Have to make it nighttime. And I have crap options. That's another cool thing on here. Crap, I don't want to do that. I want to know why this happens. It takes so long to switch in between texture packs. There it is. You can actually set it to day only on here. Let me set it to night only for a second. And I do use Magic Launcher just because it's easier to install mods and I can turn them on and off and stuff. So yeah, you can press that and it will eject 1 Enderman. Well, it's trying to anyways, I think. Is it empty? Is it empty? No. So why is it not working? Let me. They instantly tell. Why is it doing this? It's supposed to shoot Enderman out, and then they hit that thing right there and stop. The way these things work, just to show you guys, is the way the rapid repeaters work is when they send a pulse out, it turns the torch off and it sends another pulse out. You can do it with just 1, but they can burn themselves out. That's why you have 4, because it goes around in a circle basically. But this makes it to where it cannot turn the signal off. The signal cannot turn off. It basically pins it in an on state. And that was another attempt at doing it. over here, I have a couple things over here. This was my attempt at building a Race for Wool sumo ring. What this was for is each person stands in a corner like this, and then when they get had out, you can actually see it because they'll catch on fire. And then this right here was supposed to be a countdown where it goes 1, 2, 3, and then go is all of them lit up, or 3, 2, 1, go, and all of them light up. But I didn't get it to work completely, and I gave up on it. I just ran out of time to do it, and I haven't gone back to it. And this was for my melon farm in my old world. I needed to figure out a way to extend the pulse of this. I was having problems. I had it to where it pushed up the melons to break the melons off, and then I would have water currents drop out of the ceiling. But I had just like this. This was harvest. Pop that up, and this is a pulse extender. This is a I don't know what you would call this. I guess it's kind of a, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it would be a T flip-flop that's doubled. And then this comes out, cuts the current off. So the way this works is this powers that, it goes back around and powers itself again. So if you put a block here, it can't get back around. So you do that, they'd pop up, the melons would pop up, and then the water would come out afterwards, so it didn't destroy the plants. But the problem that I was having is because I had it set up like that. This would retract. That one would the dirt blocks would retract before the water currents were set off, so it would destroy the plants. So I had to create a pulse extender right here, so it stayed on while this had time to reset. I think I did get it to work. I just didn't ever get it put in my survival world. So you see, that one stays up. Yeah, it kind of worked. This right here was my attempt at. Don't like that there. This right here was my attempt at a vertical item transport. I never got it to work. I know there's easier and better ways to do it. I think I was just trying to force it too much. This is my original plan. This is actually how you can get mobs to travel upwards. I'll show you guys how it works. You go up here, Dex current pulls you up. Well, actually, you put stairs or half slabs there. Yeah, it just keeps taking you up, but then you fall. This was how I tried to get the items to go up. Spiral staircase, pistons. Piston pushes the block up, and then another piston pushes it out to the next piston. But it went too fast and didn't work, and it bugged out and stuff. So yeah, what was this? What was this? That is a very good question. I really don't know. So that's the redstone stuff that I play with. I will integrate this, that, and that into my world, and I will try and figure out how to build a breeding machine. So once I get back to that, guys, I will show you and give you guys a tutorial. If you guys want tutorials on any of this stuff, just let me know in the comments. I do read all comments because I don't get many. It's kind of easy to read comments when you don't get many. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe. I'm not releasing content that much because I have school to worry about. But once summer kicks in, I will be full-fledged YouTuber. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Hope you enjoyed.